It's time to do that annual of all traditions. Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Teach Film Preach, and if you're a film lover like I am, and you learn from films as much as I do, then you are in the right place. And if you're in the right place, click like down below and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And while you're down there, comment below, what are your most anticipated films of 2023? Send me your top 10 ranking down below, and while you're down there, click like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button to notify you when I release more videos. Today we're doing the annual top 10 anticipated films of 2023. So that being said, let's jump into some honorable mentions. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which I'm excited for a number of reasons. I like the first Ant-Man film a lot. I'm excited to see what Peyton Reed, the director, comes up with this time around. And Jonathan Majors joins the cast as the evil Kang. Elemental, which is the new Disney Pixar animated film. So I'm curious to see where this story takes it, if it's just a love story or if there's something deeper at the heart of this film. Of course, anytime it's Pixar, it's on my radar. Oh, that rhymed. Yeah.
Good job.
Next Goal Wins, Taika Waititi film. I'm a big fan of his filmmaking, except for, Thor: Love and Thunder that came out this past year. Anytime Taika Waititi does a film, it's going to be somewhere on my list, or at least in the honorable mentions. Now let's jump into the actual list, my top 10 anticipated films of 2023, starting at number 10. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Of course, Tom Cruise this past year came out with Top Gun Maverick, which I absolutely loved, one of my favorite films of that year, and he is returning again this year, not as Maverick, but back as Ethan Hunt, which I'm so excited for. I really do enjoy these last 4 or 5 Mission Impossible films. I'm curious to see what Dead Reckoning is going to be all about and what new stunts Tom Cruise is crazy enough to do again to entertain everyone, to show he's immortal. I love this franchise. So, of course, this needs to be on my list somewhere. Number 9 goes to The Killer. This is a film coming out with Michael Fassbender, directed by David Fincher. Wow, those two alone, I'm in. This is a film about an assassin or a hitman or something along those lines who is dealing with his past. That actor and this director together working on a film. David Fincher is one of my favorite filmmakers of the last 30 years. I love his tone. I love his suspense. I love his storytelling, his precision. Makes it to my number 9. Number 8 goes to one of my favorite producer-directors of all time. Of course, he directed my favorite film of all time, Gladiator. This is Ridley Scott's Napoleon, starring Joaquin Phoenix as the titular role. It tells the story of him and I think Josephine and their relationship and his conquer and who he was and kind of a character piece. Anything like that with Ridley Scott is just, I'm in, and I can't believe it's taken this long to get Joaquin Phoenix and Ridley Scott to do another film together since Gladiator. Number 7 is the actual Marvel film that I'm most excited for this year, and that is none other than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm a huge James Gunn fan. I have been since Slither. I really love his film Super. This is going to be an improvement on Volume 2. This might even be better than the first one. Who knows? I don't know yet. That's why I'm anticipating this film. I'm so excited for it. Of course, this cast is amazing, and it looks like they're kind of wrapping up the conclusion of these Guardians. It's going to be emotional, I'm sure. Of course, James Gunn is always hilarious with his script and his writing.
I have never felt such shit.
So with James Gunn at the helm, I'm hoping that he'll end his trilogy on a bang. Thus, I'm looking forward to this one at number 7. My number 6 spot goes to the Chapter 4 of John Wick. I didn't get to see any of the John Wicks in theaters. This time, Chapter 4, I'm in theaters opening night. I will be there. I will give out an immediate reaction video. Boom, John Wick Chapter 4. Can't wait for Baba Yaga to come back and get some guys off his list. My number 5 spot goes to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I am a huge lover of the first Into the Spider-Verse. That first film changed me. It made me believe in cartoons again, made me believe in the animation studios outside of Disney and Pixar. It was an incredible film. So of course, Miles Morales' story continues in this movie, and we go actually into the Spider-Verse this time, not just the Spider-Verse coming to Miles, and thus I'm so excited for this movie. Can't wait to see it. Number 4 goes to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Steven Spielberg is my favorite director of all time. Harrison Ford is one of my favorite Hollywood actors of all time. He and I share the same birthday.
That's what scares me.
Indiana Jones is my favorite franchise of films of all time, and even though Steven Spielberg is not directing it this time around, they couldn't have passed it off to a better director of James Mangold, who has slowly over the years become one of my favorite directors. I think Walk the Line is incredible. I loved Ford versus Ferrari. Logan was absolutely incredible and blew me away, so I think he is a perfect replacement for Steven Spielberg in the director's chair. Harrison Ford looks great in the trailers. Maybe some time traveling in there. It's going to be an emotional ride. One of my favorite film heroes, Indiana Jones, the archaeologist, the man with the fedora, and I just cannot wait to check out this film this summer. We're going to have a good time. Number 3, it has been on my list for like 5 years now, it feels like. Killers of the Flower Moon. Next, Martin Scorsese epic set in the 1920s or 30s in Oklahoma when the FBI began to investigate all these indigenous murders that were happening in this county. Leonardo DiCaprio is starring with a plethora of amazing actors. Robert De Niro, Brendan Fraser, yeah baby, make that comeback. So anytime Martin Scorsese comes out with a film, I'm so excited about it. He is, again, one of those filmmakers I just have absolutely love and respect and admiration for because of the content, because of him and the cast he's assembled, and sounds like a 3-hour epic. I can't wait to check this out. That's why it's number 3 on my list. Number 2 is a little bit of a cheat. But it's my channel, so I can do whatever the hell I want. So, number 2 is going to actually have 2 films because they are released on the same day, and I cannot wait to do this day as a double feature, and that is Barbie / Oppenheimer. Barbie, which is written and directed by Greta Gerwig and also co-written with Noah Baumbach. It stars Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and a whole slew of other actors in this comedic satire kind of film. Teaser trailer is hilarious and it looks so great. I can't wait to check out this film and just a fun time at the theaters. And then you go to the opposite side of it is the great Christopher Nolan coming back, returning to the big screen with his epic Oppenheimer, which is, World War II setting, about dropping the atomic bomb and the scientists behind it. Christopher Nolan plus Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh. I can go on forever.
I could go on forever, baby.
The cast is astonishing. That alone puts it so close to the top of my list. So these 2 films paired together on the same day is hilarious because they couldn't be any different, but they're both going to be so epic. I cannot wait for this double feature. And the last film on my list, the number 1 spot, goes to Dune Part 2. As a Canadian, I gotta support my brother, Denis Villeneuve. He is such a fantastic filmmaker. One of my favorite films of all time is Prisoners. I loved Arrival. I loved Sicario. Great, skillful technician. He brings great drama to the screen, but while still being thrilling and enthralling and action-packed, but also being realistic, and just his tones in his films are so epic and personal at the same time while still being creepy and also slightly hopeful. He has got such a great director's eye. I loved Dune when it came out. It was one of the best theater experiences I had that year. I think it was such a cool, fun, epic sensation. We're going to get a lot bigger things, a lot crazier action, a lot more visuals. It's going to be more intense, I think. I am so stoked to check this out. Plus, we're adding people like Austin Butler and Florence Pugh to the cast who are just, I'm so stoked to see them in this film. Plus, the rest of the cast. This is going to be one of those big epic films of the year. I can't wait to check this out on a big IMAX screen. Yes! Dune Part 2 is number 1 on my list. What did you think of my top 10 anticipated films of the year of 2023? What are your top 10 anticipated films of 2023? I'd love to hear your list down below. And while you're down there, click like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button to notify you when I release more videos. Thank you so much for checking out Mr. Teach Film Preach. Come back and check out some other videos like Plane, Megan, and the top 10 films of 2022. Have a great day, everyone. Stay focused, stay awesome, and as always, let's get Todd.